Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to LA Noire, here with Cole Phelps. So we've just been promoted to homicide, and I think we're going to go out to a rather brutal murder. If I sound a bit different, it's that right when I was setting up to record this, my chair broke. One of the wheels broke and I fell backwards, and I don't actually have an alternative chair to sit on. And so I am kind of perched on this chair, and I've got some books trying to prop up the missing wheel leg, so I might be moving around a bit more than usual. But anyway, let's go meet our new partner, Rusty Galloway, and find out what's the issue with this murder.
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
I miss Bukowski. He was fun. Let's hope Galloway lives up to the expectations of our previous partner, I should say.
I'd rather you took the wheel.
Really? I actually have to drive there myself? Maybe you're just an old drunk, who knows. You've got a nice car though, I'll give you that. That's where the person crashed off the car, or crashed off the cliff.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or that dude. So they're both clearing the decks.
Where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps.
Oh, come on! I apologise, sir. Yeah, I don't think me and Galloway can get on quite as well.
With a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Hey! I'm busting up Rusty Galloway's car because I don't like him. Well, I imagine...
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Certainly, I'm sure there's an issue with sort of trauma from soldiers coming back from the war and having to deal with the consequences of PTSD and similar. Here we are. Can we drive up there? We probably can drive up there.
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, Detective.
Thank you, sir. Right, here we are. We very nearly ran that policeman over. A patrol officer. That photographer looks very happy.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
The press. Interesting. That's a lot of blood. Oh, I cannot show that. That's going to have to be censored or blurred or not shown in the final edit. Let's see if we can keep Phelps in the way of the
Trollman, this your
in the way of the
Yes,
corpse.
sir.
This is going to require some editing because she is very naked and very, very dead.
Galloway has been making me feel welcome.
I bet he has.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
A
It's like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
puzzle parlor game. Should probably try fix it then, shouldn't we? Well, this looks like a map of the world. So let's try fix it. We'll go up one. So that's Australia over there. Which is to get things matched up as they should be. There we go. And that should be it, and then one more at the top, coming this way. There we go. What's inside?
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
Investigate the Bamba Club. That will probably be our first point of call, unless we actually have a name to go after. I'm desperately trying to not show the very naked lady over there, as YouTube won't be too thrilled about that. I will see you in a second once I've dealt with the corpse. Okay, so we're going to follow up on the Bamba case, or on the Bamba bar. From what I couldn't show you back there, the lady had a missing ring from her finger, presumably a marriage ring. And she also had a lot of lipstick writing rather unpleasant words about her. So we can assume this is a person who clearly gets a kick out of this or something similar. And there was also what looked like broken nails, so I presume that was her trying to fight back. All in all, a very unpleasant case, that's for sure. Off to the Bamba Club we go. Nightclub and bar frequented by the victim. Question is, how do we actually get out of it? I'm definitely destroying Galloway's car here, that's for sure.
The werewolf? For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? The big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nailed.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, oddshot.
Oh,
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it!
I'm not very good at driving in this game.
Okay, oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note in the court?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, fellas. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures who'll rip off the ammo and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. You can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. Would have found him.
Would you have found him? I'm not sure about that.
Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, at 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
I'm not sure. I think Galloway's probably right. I think this is probably a copycat case. But you can never be too sure. Where are we actually going? I've got very lost. We want to go from a map, really. The Bamba Club. It's going to be somewhere in the general vicinity. We are... Okay, that's fine. We can follow this road round. That's not a problem. We just need to turn right when the opportunity avails itself. For some reason, Galloway doesn't seem to like driving. Why? I don't know. Maybe we might be able to get him to drive, but I guess it's maybe because exposition needs to happen. Right. There we go, not far away. We've definitely destroyed most of, first of all, Galloway's car and also the city by this point. Here's the Bamba Club, or somewhere nearby. There we go. Looks like a suitable establishment. Are we going to find the killer here, or are we just going to find out some other things?
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair. about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss it. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Honestly, Galloway, it looks like you've never done a proper day's work in your life as a police detective. I'm guessing that is you at the back there. Hello, sir.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Right. Did you see a suspect with the victim at all?
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Ooh. Are you doing a shifty face? I don't have any reason to doubt I don't have any reason to think that you're lying. Oh, I don't know. You're doing a slightly weird thing with your eyes, but I think you're telling the truth.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
That certainly would help. That's a big lead to go on. 2B8899.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Wonderful. What other questions do we have for you? Yes, there was a ring stolen from the victim.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Oh, you're looking shifty. I think you might have bought it for her. I think you have a bit of a thing for Celine, or had a little bit of a thing for Celine.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago.
Yep. I thought so.
Carried a torch for Celine in those days.
I think you still do.
Yes, I always have.
Yeah.
Her old man never knew about it.
And, okay, tell us more about the husband.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Oh, he's doing a lot more... Oh, you're being a little bit more shifty than I would like. I'm going to doubt
So
you
it wasn't
again.
Jacob. Then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCole. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Oh, I feel a bit sorry for him. He clearly had a thing for Celine, and now can't do anything. You know, has to deal with the consequences that he probably sent or let her go with the murderer.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting.
Oh, shut up, Rusty. I guess we're going to get a trace on the number plate.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Ah, I remembered.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks for your help.
Did they use boy instead of Bravo back then? Like Alpha Boy, Charlie Del. Like surely it's Alpha Bravo, Charlie Foxtrot. Like I feel like boy is not what they would have used, especially in like police work. But maybe I'm wrong. Can I get you to drive?
You know the way. We can drive.
And where exactly?
Oh,
are we
okay.
going?
We can get him to drive. That's good. Because we were getting a bit stuck there.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job with a healthy thirst for vengeance, Cole.
That's probably
We
true.
owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
I mean, you know, I agree with Phelps. I don't think Galloway should be drinking on the job, but at the same time, Phelps isn't making himself very likeable to his fellow detectives. I mean, it did start that way with Bukowski as well. We did end up becoming quite good friends, but still. Is the husband going to be home, and did he do it? One way to find out. He probably is, but we'll have to see.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Oh, he's definitely going to run, isn't he? He's definitely going to be running or something similar. Oh! Was he here or is he scarpered?
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Well, we might still be able to get some use of it, didn't tell. We'll have to see. We'll start over here in kind of the kitchen area. A woman's shoe.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Okay, we've got a female shoe size 9. Doesn't tell us anything that much just yet. But why the broken glass?
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Can't argue with that logic, to be perfectly honest. I really can't argue with that logic. If you sober up, you can find me an apartment.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having
2.
problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on.
Very true. That's probably our,
After drank like this, you'd be feeling the back.
it's probably our next port of call is to go to that
Call
address.
in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Okay, canvass the neighbours. Let's just make sure we're not missing anything in the house.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 560.
I thought there's a lot of the house we haven't searched yet.
Back in
We definitely don't want to miss anything. This is a pretty important case, to be honest. Is that a hand grenade or a hairdryer?
I don't think this is any use.
Probably not a hand grenade, in all honesty. Is that going to be the wedding ring?
Tiffany? The rest of this stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Missing jewellery, okay. And a picture.
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
It does, although we already know who gave her the ring. I don't think that's going to be important. Let's just make sure we're not missing anything on this desk, but I don't think we should be okay. Nothing that I can see of interest. We'll go have a chat with the locals, I think. I think we've got everything or at least the most important things from here. Oh, and we missed something on the floor. I think it might just be that newspaper, which is just some flashbacks. That's okay. Who can we speak to? So there's a dot. Oh, there's this lady. Who are you? Let's do a cool
I knew it wasn't
jumping over the. Hi there.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan.
Hi, Miss Horgan. You don't need to jump in.
I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
She's dead.
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
No, she's not.
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
You do that. Yeah, marital problems, as I think we already really gathered to that, to be honest. Let's do a cool jump over the wall.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
Absolutely.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Over to Jacob Henry's apartment. Very much estranged. You know, they're not. They were not a happy couple, that's for sure.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, so you probably deserve it.
Oh, Galloway.
Skipper says bring him in. Keep the hacks off their backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
I don't know if you want to bring in the husband. I mean, sure, the husband and Celine didn't get on, but did he actually murder her? I don't think so. He's definitely going to run, isn't he?
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Jesus, we got a gun out. Is this going to be a shootout, a chase, a car chase? It's definitely going to be something.
You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
She's...
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
I don't think he did it. Like, sure, he could just be playing up, but I still don't think he did it.
I get even the slightest hint.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
I thought that an alcoholism book might do because of the nature of how much Celine might have been drinking. A lot of stuff is still here in boxes. Ooh, okay. There's definitely something here. It's one of those spy tricks. Where you do something on the next piece of paper. Thanks for the offer. I need you to do something about my wife. Oh.
The oldest problem there is. What to do about the old lady.
Did you pay someone to kill him? Did you pay someone to kill your wife? I think you probably did. And there's a baseball bat there. I don't think that's the weapon we saw in the cutscene.
I doubt it.
No, and Cole doesn't think so either. Nothing there. Looks like we can't open this door, so this is probably quite a small area for investigation. So make sure we're not seeing anything else. Anything in the bin of use? No. Okay, there doesn't seem to be that much around. Okay, let's give this a go. When did you last have contact with the victim?
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
You're looking me pretty straight in the eye. The husband's alibi is that the club owner called Jacob Henry repeatedly on the night of the murder. Okay. I'm gonna say that's true.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Movements.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Oh, you're being a bit more suspicious. Are you? You know, his wife's just been murdered. He could just be... Oh, he's hard to read. Oh, I think you're doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna doubt.
We get the impression that
that's
Celine
wrong.
liked to live the glamorous life. How did she end up with a hump like you?
It's not very nice of you.
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
Yeah. Well, can't say I blame you. Alibi for Jacob Henry.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place?
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30.
But we know that's not true.
Not the going out type.
Because we know that the bar owner repeatedly tried to call with no success. So I'm going to say you're lying.
You called the bar to give yourself an alibi. Then you went after her, beat her, and dumped her in a park. I think you are a sack of shit, Jacob.
You're not going to pin Celine's death on me. I'll take a lie detector test to prove it.
We have the alibi. Husband's alibi.
McCall says he called and you didn't pick up.
I tried to get her help, and she laughed in my face. Well, then, of course, she needs me. I'd had enough. Everyone has their limit.
I certainly think that there was a lot of marital issues. I don't think that he killed her, though.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
That's a lie, because, again...
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it
Yeah,
yourself, so you had someone else.
we got that note which says that someone else.
Back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Yeah, we've got that note. Where is it? The death threat note. The I want you to do something about my wife note. There we go. That's the one.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
To the
We're
asylum,
gonna need you to
I
come
see.
downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Oi! Okay. Oh, you knocked my hat off. Okay, after an embarrassingly long and
Call
tired...
it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. Keep old Slugger here company.
Okay, after a remarkably tough time trying to bring him to justice there, we have actually managed to do so, with a little help from the computer, because for some reason I couldn't get Phelps to do any proper attacking. That's okay. I presume we need to check in about...
Operator, give me dispatch.
The car.
Putting you through now.
Badge 1247, Cole Phelps.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Okay, well, we need to speak to Mendez. We need to apprehend Mendez before we go. It looks like we're going to have to decide who we go after. Let's go get Mendez first.
You drive. We need to go over the case notes.
Mendez's
Fine.
apartment.
Where are
That's
we
the one.
headed?
Registered address the suspect, Alonzo Mendez. The man who was seen with the brown Pontiac driving Celine away from the bar.
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're going to get.
I can't blame him for that. Question is, do we think? I mean, it says that there's a lot of blunt image with a lot of blunt damage with a wrench, and her husband is a mechanic, so that's going to be interesting. I'm guessing he's going to run or something similar. We'll have to see. Do we know where Mendez is? Yes, apartment 16.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Okay. Is there a lift or are we going to run up the stairs? Looks like we're running up the stairs. He's on the 4th floor, so that's 1, 2... Well, basically he's on the top floor. This one here. But this is American numbering, so everything's... Obviously I would classify this as the 3rd floor, not the 4th floor. 12, 11... There is another floor, I'm just being blind. Never mind. 14, he's going to be the end, isn't he? Yeah. Mr. Mendez.
Just kick the door in.
Gotcha.
Take a look around and see what you can find.
He doesn't seem to be home, that's for sure. Doesn't seem to be that big an apartment. Anything there on the table that we can get? Seems not. I'd like to look out for some kind of missing wrench or something similar. It's an egg box.
Doesn't tell me anything.
With some remarkably square eggs. Is he going to be hiding somewhere? I wonder. Oh, there's a key for something.
Seems irrelevant.
No, Phelps doesn't think so. He's definitely going to be hiding in here, isn't he? The window's open. Is this size 8 shoes? Yes, they are.
Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
Currently, I'm thinking it's going to be Mendez. We'll have to see. There's also a gun.
Not much help.
Apparently, gun's not much help. That's interesting. Aha! Well, there's the lipstick. There's a lipstick used from the case, that's for sure. Can't actually seem to do anything with it. It's definitely bloodied, that's for sure. Most importantly, this.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
Well, I think I've got to, at this point, give it to Mendez as the killer. I'm just wondering if we're missing anything here with the lipstick, because I feel... Oh, there we go. Oh, there was something there. Oh, go on. There we go.
Others could match the color and brand of the body.
I think we have enough to go on. He's got the same size shoes, and the weapon is right here in front of him.
Weapon. Better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives?
Oh.
LAPD, you're under arrest.
And you're off.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there.
No, you're not running. We can probably do the gun trick eventually. He's a nimble fellow though. Can we jump off the edge? No, we can't.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
Come on, Phelps. You need to be a little bit quicker than that. He's starting to get away. And I don't think the wheels is going to be much help either. Let's go on this side, maybe catch up a few seconds. Down. That's a really weird camera angle. That's a weird camera angle. Oh, he's getting in the car. Okay, let's get in. Let's turn into a car chase as well. Get out the way. We need to spin him out or something similar. Oh boy. There goes the city infrastructure. You very nearly just ran over that person there. Get through the toll gate. He's really taking us on a wild ride here. I've got to think it's him from this show, this display.
Get him next to my window, Cole.
From this display he's pointing on, I feel like it's got to be him.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
I'm trying to, but I'm not actually close enough yet.
I'll try to shoot out his tire. Wish me luck.
Is that enough? That must be enough. Okay, that must be enough to spin him out, surely. Yeah, the car's on fire. Surely that's enough.
For the murder of Celine Henry.
Get out of the goddamn car.
Show me your hands.
Oh, Galloway looks weird without his hat. Okay, well, I've got to give this to Mendez, surely. I know that the other guy was probably... I think he's just... is wrong of nothing more than...
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Is wrong of nothing more than having a bad bad day with his wife.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful...
I like this Irish captain, he's fun.
Considering the evidence against your suspect, and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
No drink for Phelps? Why didn't they give Phelps a drink? We didn't get every question, we didn't get every clue, but that's okay. The suspect is in the bag, even if he did leave Jacob's footing in the central lockup. That's fine. He attacked a serving police detective. He deserves to be in jail anyway. Although I must admit, Galloway was trying to rile him up, I think. Ooh, back to the blue jazz room.
This pain to cool the lava you pump through my veins, 'cause I'm burning up.
Why is Phelps here alone? Does he carry a torch for the German jazz singer? Okay, the golden butterfly. How's someone going to die in a horrible accident or in a horrible murder now? Is she going to be abducted from her car? Seems the most likely. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh no, not even that. Just going to be killed right there and then. Okay, what does the Irish captain have for us now?
Galloway. Got it, Skipper.
No, we don't even get the skipper. We just speak to...
Yeah, I'll bring him.
We just have to... We speak to Galloway instead.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hats are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence.
Yep, I agree.
I want you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
You go to Galloway, but next time. This has been LA Noire, the red lipstick murder. But something tells me that these murders might all be a little bit more connected than we first think. But we'll have to see. But thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.